Let's look at some paid promotion on Facebook and indeed Instagram. So to do this, we need to create or have access to an ad account. Let's create an ad account. We do this in business settings. In the business settings area, we can go to ad accounts, and then we can create an ad account or get access to an ad account by pressing add here. So let's create a new ad account. We give it a name, we put who we're advertising on behalf, and this is based on the pages we have access to. And then we set our time zone, the currency we want to pay in, and choose a payment method if we have a payment method within our business settings. As you can see, payments here, that can be linked here, and then we can create the ad account from there. So I've quickly just moved back to an existing ad account I have access to, so I can show everyone how it looks when it's populated with data and when you can manage your campaigns and your different creative. We have 4 tabs up the top here. We have our account overview, we have our campaign list, we have our ad sets, which are the targeting methods for Facebook and Instagram, and we have the ad itself. But actually, let's start by creating an ad for us to promote on Facebook and on Instagram. We do this by pressing the create button. We're then taken to the beginning screen where we have to set our objective and name our campaign. Quickly, we can change between different pages we have access to, or see what part of the setup process we're currently on. So at the moment we're on campaign and objective setting. We will then move on to ad set, where we can choose our audience and our placements and our budgets, and then we can go and create the ad and include the images and the links. So let's begin by setting our objective. We have 3 main objectives here around awareness, consideration, or conversion. So let's choose simple, straightforward, traffic-based campaign. We then go ahead and name our campaign, and we can choose to include the split testing options here or the budget optimization options here. So let's just leave them off for the moment and continue. Now that we've created our campaign, we have to create our target group. So our target group is called an ad set. An ad set contains all of the audience data that we want to target our ads to. So we need to name our ad set, and we can call it something intuitive, something that you will understand and remember and will make sense to you. Otherwise, when you're managing the campaign, you may find it difficult to just understand the value of your targeting group, because remember, ad sets are targeting groups. So take the time to put some detail into your ad set naming. So we have, in this case, women aged 25 to 34 who are interested in digital marketing and on a mobile device. That is quite intuitive as to who exactly is this target group. So we know who we're targeting. Now let's set it up. We begin by choosing our location. So our location is currently set to Ireland. We want the ages 25 to 34. So we pick 25. We then pick 34. We want to target women. We then want women who are interested in digital marketing. So we can browse our predefined areas here, or we can just start typing. So let's just type in digital marketing. Once we've added digital marketing, we're able to get some additional suggestions if we click the suggestions area, and we can see some suggestions that Facebook thinks is related to digital marketing. So we have AdWords, social media, online marketing, search engine optimization, and we can add all or as many of these as we like, because remember, at the moment our audience is 57,000 people. We might want to increase that by maybe putting in search engine optimization or pay-per-click, social media, different things like that. So we can see it growing all the time. We're now up to 180,000 people just by adding those few additional targets. Because remember, an ad set is your targeting group. We are targeting women aged 25 to 34 interested in digital marketing, and this is where we want to do some interesting things around device type. So in order to set our devices, we need to go down to edit placements here. And then we can choose what type of devices we want, mobile or desktop. So we just want to target mobile, so we're going to unclick desktop. We now just are targeting mobile devices. We can target them on Instagram, in the feed or in stories, Facebook, across all the different ad placements here, and within the audience network. So the audience network are partners of Facebook that will show Facebook advertising on their websites. So you can target a Facebook audience outside of Facebook. It's quite useful for just expanding your reach, and indeed we're able to target people using Messenger. We can choose, if we wanted, different types of mobile devices. And then, now that we have set up our targeting group, remember, women 25 to 34 interested in digital marketing on a mobile device, we have targeted women based in Ireland, 25 to 34, interested in digital marketing, edited the placements to choose a mobile device only, because mobile behaves differently from desktop. So it's always worthwhile separating your device types in any of your paid media. If we want, we can enhance this ever so more by adding different types of connections. So people who like our page, if we just want to engage with our fans, friends of people, or exclude people who like our page if we just want to acquire new people, indeed people who are using our app, people who go to our events, or we can just do some advanced combinations around the type of connections with our audience. Let's just leave that as is because we want to target everyone. And then we can move on to our budgeting section, because remember, this is our target set. We have targeted who we're targeting, and now we have to tell Facebook how we're going to pay. So we have two options here: a daily budget, which is what we expect to spend each day, or a lifetime budget, which is a limited budget around how much we want to spend for a particular period. So we have to have a start date and an end date to have a lifetime budget. But let's just go with a daily budget for the moment of €20 a day, which is fine. We don't want a start date or end date. We're just going to run it continuously. We can then choose what we want to optimize for ad delivery. Remember, we're trying to drive traffic here. That was our original objective. So we're going to optimize for clicking on the link within the creative that we create next. And we can set some caps around what we want, what is the maximum we are willing to spend for a link click, indeed, how we're being charged, which is impressions, or we can click to expand this if we want to just be charged on a CPC basis, which is the number we will only be charged when someone clicks through on our link. It can be more expensive. Remember, Facebook is a branding tool. It is a awareness and reach generation tool. So impression based bid strategies are quite important for this particular channel. More important than CPC based bid optimization. So we recommend leaving it on impression. We recommend for traffic, link clicks being your ad optimization strategy, and we have options here around delivery type, so we can have standard or accelerated. You're better off having it on standard because it just allows your budget to be spent evenly over the day. So at this point, we have set our objectives, we have built our audience, and we have decided how we're going to pay. We're now going to go and look to create an ad. We do this by pressing the continue button. In the ad creation area, we have a number of main options for this. We have carousel ads, which are those ads you're probably familiar with on Facebook and on Instagram that contain a number of images, and they can be scrolled using the scroll left and right feature to see different products, different images, different things to just engage your audience, or indeed a single image video. And we also have the option to do a collection, but let's just look at single image for the moment. So we can upload an image or browse our library. We also have access to free stock images here. So when we upload our image, we have specific dimensions to follow, which are 1080 by 1080. That is a 1:1. We have some options around whether we want to use JPEGs or PNGs. We upload our image, we then include a link and some text to our image itself. So where are we going to drive people to? Remember, this is a traffic driving exercise. So we want to include the link that we're going to drive people to. We want to include some text for people to read on our ad. We can see how it's going to look on the mobile news feed. We can add a call to action, which will be request time, see more, shop now, whatever is most applicable to your business. You just click that in here and you include a headline as well. When we're happy with that, we can click confirm and then move on and launch our campaign. I now want to talk a little bit about links within social media campaigns. When you are building a social media campaign, you need to include a campaign builder URL, which is a tracking URL that allows Google Analytics to understand more detail about the traffic that you're sending from Facebook or from Twitter or from LinkedIn or from Instagram or from any of the non-Google channels that drive traffic to your website. So what we do is we add our URL in here, we add our campaign source in here, and we add our campaign name. They're the three important areas with add. So let's just add them now. Now, as you can see, we have our URL where we're driving people to. We have our campaign source, which will be Facebook, or if you're doing it for LinkedIn, it'll be LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram or wherever the website is that is referring the traffic. You put that in your campaign source. Your medium might be something like paid social or paid promotion or something that describes the type of activity you're taking on Facebook or on Twitter. So it's Facebook, paid social, and then your campaign name. By including all of these details in this builder, it creates this URL for you, which is digitalbasics.com. Everything after the question mark is a tracking parameter. This is something that Google Analytics can read, and you will be able to see the source, the campaign name, and the medium for any clicks that come through from your ad in Google Analytics. It's really valuable to have, because if you can't measure where your traffic is coming from, you don't know how to optimize. It's important for all of your social activity to include the URL builder in all of your URLs in order to track it effectively in Google Analytics. Simply paste this URL into Facebook or into Twitter or into whatever that you happen to be using. You will need to create different URLs for your different platforms to track them separately, and you may need to create different URLs for your different ad sets to track them separately. So you know that it's a click from women aged 25 to 34 interested in digital marketing on a mobile device. That will be the URL for that targeting group, that ad set. But for the male targeting group, you will change this to men. And you will add this URL where it is, the source is Facebook, the medium is paid social, the campaign is men 25 to 34, digital marketing interest on a mobile device. I'll explain this now. So when you have %20, that is a space. This tells Google what campaign, this tells Google Analytics what campaign it's coming from. So generally your targeting group, your ad set name. Then it tells you what type of activity it is. So it's paid social activity. It might be paid social video, might be paid social content. You can decide, you can name it as you like, but it should describe the type of activity you're doing, and then your campaign source will be Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. So in this case, it's going to be Facebook. So when we've created our ads and we're happy with the assets, we will want to target other people. So at this point in our traffic campaign, we're only target women aged 25 to 34 on a mobile device who are interested in digital marketing. We may want to target men who are aged 25 to 34 who are interested in digital marketing on a mobile device. So we need to create a new ad set for this campaign. Remember, these are targeting groups. So for all of the different groups you want to target in a campaign. You create an ad set for that group and set a budget for that group, because remember, you may find that men are less engaged than women, so you will apply a higher budget to the female digital marketers than to the male digital marketers, and that allows you to effectively manage your target groups and how much you want to pay for it, contained all within one single campaign. So one campaign, multiple target groups, multiple budgets per value of that target group, and then you can create specific ads for the different target groups, or you can use the same ads across your target groups. If you want to create different ads for your different target groups, your ad sets, which are the groups of people you're targeting, you can create them too. So you may want to have a female based ad for your women target group, or a male based ad for your male target group, which is your ad set. So experiment between different ad types and include as many different target groups as is relevant to your campaign in your ad sets by choosing an ad set for each target group. And that is the best and most efficient way to optimize multiple targets within one single campaign across Facebook and Instagram using Facebook Business Manager.